What's up guys, welcome back. Kozmo Full Force from 2016. I've had a couple of, different builds to play Kozmo at full force, but a couple of things that I definitely want to have, at least that definitely want to have in the main deck. In this particular deck being used here is Triple Dark Destroyer. That speaks for itself. Triple Emergency Teleport again, no explanation needed. And from then on, I think, a lot of back row, a couple of other options were like the Kozmo Demise build, one of the more quote-unquote recent builds, right, of Cosmos. Maybe the Fire King Island builds with or without the planet, Cosmo planet, but not really sure about that. This should be like the second place of YCS Proc, but again, this particular deck, pretty much, again, full force Cosmos, right, paired up against multiple decks from the Cross-Banlist Cups, very similar to the Challenger Pierce series from past couple of years, but again, my mindset for this, my goal of this is to test out Cosmos, since I've deliberately skipped Cosmos from being added, to the Cross-Banlist Cups, or at least, yeah, the Cross-Banlist Cup series, because, Dark Destroyer being like a super strong, untargetable beat stick, for example, right? But again, a couple of games, so yeah, let's hop into the first one. Anyway, so again, we're on against gadgets. Okay, I get to start. 5 cards, definitely good opening hand, opening the pilot, and I believe 1 or 2 ships. Well, it's not opening like the Forerunner isn't. I believe I opened Forerunner, right? And Slip Rider, I think. But again, having access to like Reborners in the form of Call of the Haunted or Oasis is always nice. Cosmo joined immediately getting rid of the Machina Fortress. I think I had to write. Not going to target Fortress, well, it won't activate, right? Because Mojo doesn't target, as you know. Again, Farm Girl, that's the name, right? It has been like a couple of years ever since I played Cosmo, right? But again, Farm Girl trying to ditch out some damage, maybe go for an OTK. That definitely in this case wasn't possible, but a Farm Girl with Triple Dark Destroyer is just so disgustingly easy to go for the OTK. Yeah, Eclipser negating the bottomless treble, definitely going to negate that, and again, full control of the game. That particular gadget list from 2014 will definitely struggle against like an Eclipser or a Dark Destroyer that cannot be destroyed, at least that cannot be targeted by card effects, right? So now easy OTK. Again, second example. Next opponent will be Blue Eyes. Again, also one of the more recent decks, also from 2016, from both, at least from the similar meta game, right? Again, a very good or decent opening start with, what is it called? The Dark, I forgot its name, but it doesn't really matter, right? Go for Slip Rider to potentially, at least indeed to dodge the, is it Phoenix Ring Blast? Yep, and then set Force, since I don't have to fear a potential, Heavy Storm, Harvest, Feather Duster, etc. etc. His hand wasn't that fantastic, with multiple Blue Eyes, I think, yep. And okay, Maxi is definitely great against Cosmos, but again, no back row. And well, yeah, effect failure isn't really that strong against Cosmos. Okay, you can force out a small pilot, right? Especially in the case of Farm Girl. Prevent herself from using her effect during the battle phase, right? And Maxi is definitely not a threat, so normal summon Farm Girl that I was able to search out thanks to Eclipser, I think. And yep, thanks to double Call of the Haunted, this should be easily game over, right? Going for Forerunner, ditch out some extra damage, and yep, again, thanks to Dark Destroyer, the destruction effect wasn't really needed, but going for Strawman again, giving me more pluses. Very easy, right? Another example, next duel against one of the powerhouses of this year's Cross-Banlist Cup, and that's Chaos. Chaos with pretty much Banlist deck, right? I don't have to introduce that deck. That's an okay start. He uses 6 stents, and being greedy sometimes pays off, right? Calling 5 or 6, and obviously the dice rolls at 6, so he will draw like 6 cards, and yeah, what can I do, right? End phase, Tin Can to, I believe, get, is it Forerunner? I think it's Forerunner to my hand. It's okay, I guess. I mean, any card that says this card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects against older decks, that should be very good, power creep, etc. But man, that Sixth Sense was definitely too brutal, right? Giving him so many options to first of all clean my back row in the form of Heavy Storm, and to Delinquent Duo as well to, you know, rip 2 cards from my hand. BLS as well. Demog definitely coming in clutch by banishing the, is it a Dark Fighter, I believe? Yup. So I can't use its Grave Effect, and, you know, reborning BLS with Monster Reborn again must be nice. Setting 3 Imperial Order. I'm getting completely blown away by all the most of the banned cards. Harpy's Feather Duster doesn't really matter too much. Forerunner will replace itself for Slip Rider. Doesn't really matter, right? Popping one of his back throws, but that Demog again will banish the Slip Rider and dodging its Grave Effect. And I'm sadly under Time Seal, so nope, no draw phase, and you know, if you have Radagarasu as well and Mask of Darkness also to get back the Time Seal, yeah, that's GG well played, right? Nothing I can do about that. So again, 1 loss, let's continue. Again, just showcasing, you know, the strength of good old Kozmos against this year's decks from the Cross-Banlist Cup. Again, if you feel like any ideas for this small side series of the Cross-Banlist Cup, definitely leave those down below. Like Kozmos was one of those, right? Okay, against Shaddolls, I get to start. This is a good opening hand, you know, setting 2, keeping the Typhoon in hand, and there was no reason to already set Typhoon and, you know, make it like Shaddol Dragon Father. Call of the Haunted Destroyed, so searching out the Farm Girl for Eclipser, since, you know, we have Cosmojo to banish the Shaddol Construct, and potentially during my turn just finish off the duel, alright, especially with the Typhoon in hand and Cosmo Town, you know, getting back the Dark Destroyer that was just destroyed on my side of the field. The Dark Arm Dragon, that's cute, but that's definitely not going to help. So again, Cosmo down, getting me the Dark Destroyer, and this is like an easy OTK, especially with Farm Girl and already a big ship on your side of the field. Farm Girl can deal some damage, searching out one of your Dark Destroyers, and you know, you can pop both of them eventually, right? Pop the second on the other copy of Dark Destroyer and instantly attack for game. So next duel against Synchro Cat, good old OCG Synchro Cat with Arms Hole. You know, now it's called Hidden Armory, but in the OCG back then it was called Arms Hole, and with Synchro Cat pre-errata it was definitely one of the best decks back then, you know, using Synchro, or at least Rescue Cat, multiple times during the same turn, again not limited to once per turn back then, and using cards like Arms Hole to search Premature Burial and then, you know, reuse Rescue Cat, etc, etc. Again, well, you know, that Cyber Dragon is definitely a problem, since he is definitely running Chimera Tech. Is it Fortress Dragon? Yeah, Fortress Dragon in the extra deck, but again, 3 traps is definitely too strong anti-meta stuff here. Stunish aspect of Cosmos coming through, thanks to Cosmojo, and I believe the Soul Strike also. Okay, Gorse, that was fine, definitely not a threat, thanks to Farm Girl searching out a second copy or another copy of a Dark Destroyer, right? And thanks to Cosmojo, I can deal the last damage and attack for game, again, quite easily. Here with Cosmos, another example against pretty much, yeah, Infinities, OCG Infinities, Full Force Infinities, no Infinity Barrier, sadly, since this is OCG, and back then, if I'm not mistaken, Infinity Barrier was TCG exclusive, and you know, by the time we got a Trishula, in the TCG, Trishula was already limited to 1. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So this is OCG with, you know, triple Trishula in the main deck. He gets to start and, you know, he ruffle stomps me with all of those delicious combos of Infinities. Definitely a super solid opening hand on his part, you know, with 1-for-1 setting up his graveyard, I believe. Thanks to Foolish Burial, okay, he won't be able to search out Infinity Barrier, but, you know, getting 2 Trish off and ending your field with Stardust Dragon, protecting your back row and your field against, well, you know, a big destruction like Dark Destroyer, Raigeki, or whatever. You can't, well, I can't get over that, right? Raigeki will clean his board, but again, maybe stall some time. Hopefully drawing into a small pilot, since that was definitely one of the bigger problems of Cosmos, and that still is, right? Consistency and drawing both like a pilot and a big ship to, you know, make your plays go through. And yep, that's how it goes, right? Draw and call. But I think I don't have any monsters in my graveyard. So if you top deck some monster, you top deck Infinity Archfiend. But you know, it didn't really matter in using Inferno, right? Since he did know that thanks to the end phase. Raggedy break indeed. So yep, that's how it goes. Enough matches played. So again, should Kozmos be, you know, put in a Cross-Banlist Cup series? Probably, guys. Yeah, probably now after seeing these matches. But then again, Kozmos lost its matches against, you know, just BS from the other deck, right? Multiple Trishula during the same turn, 6 Sands drawing 6. But yeah, that's how it goes, right? Okay, guys, again, leave your suggestions if you have any decks you want to see in this smaller series. Okay, thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.